Dear students, a very pleasant morning. Once again, welcome back to the biology class. We are discussing the unit number 19, movements in animals. Today in this session, we are going to discuss about parts of skeleton. Okay, what we are going to discuss? Parts of skeleton. You know the meaning skeleton. We studied in the earlier classes. Okay, about movement in various animals, and then different types of skeleton, exoskeleton, endoskeleton, and various types of joints we discussed. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss about parts of skeleton, especially human skeleton. Okay, the human skeleton is divided into two major parts. They are axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. What are the two parts? Axial and appendicular skeleton. Now let us see one by one what are the various components of axial skeleton and what are the various components of appendicular skeleton. Okay, do remember the two divisions of skeletal system or the skeleton is axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. First, let us see the axial skeleton. The axial skeleton consists of the bones along the axis. Axis means the central line of the human body. The axial skeleton consists of the skull, vertebral column, ribs, sternum. Okay, you got it? What are the various components? Skull, vertebral column, ribs and sternum together called axial skeleton. Now let us see first about the skull. Skull is a hard structure made up of small bones. It is formed by 22 bones, out of which 8 bones are fixed together to form the cranium. Totally 22 bones are there. You can see different colors. Okay, but the upper part, that is head region, the 8 bones together called what? Cranium. Okay, and the 14 bones fuse together to form the face. In the front of your skull is called face, and up and back is together called cranium. The cranium is having 8 bones. Okay, and the face is having 14 bones. The only bone which has movable joint is the lower jaw. You know that upper jaw and lower jaw. Upper jaw we cannot move, only lower jaw can move. Got it? This is about the skull. It protects the important organ in our body, that is brain, eyes, etc. Now the next part of the axial skeleton is the vertebral column. You know that vertebral column. Okay, the vertebral column lying at the back of the body is also called as spine or the backbone. Usually generally we used to call it as a backbone. Okay, but its name is vertebral column. Okay, it is in the trunk region to offer support to the upper part of the body. Vertebral column is made up of individual bones called as vertebrae. Okay, actually it is made up of 33 bones. The individual single bone is called vertebra. Singular is called vertebra, plural form is called vertebrae. Vertebral column is made up of individual bones called what? Vertebrae. Total vertebral column consists of 7 cervical bones, that is near the neck region, cervical vertebrae, and 12 thoracic vertebrae, 5 lumbar vertebrae, and 5 sacral vertebrae, and 4 coccygeal vertebrae. Okay, the 33 bones are divided in neck region, thorax region, hip region, and below the lower hip region, and then sacrum, coccyx. Got it? So 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral, and 4 coccygeal vertebra. Okay, or vertebrae. Then the spinal cord passes through this hollow tube. It's actually tubular structure. From the brain, a tube-like structure will come, that is called spinal cord. The spinal cord runs through the vertebral column. Okay, got it? Now the third part what is the function of the vertebral column? The vertebral column protects the spinal cord and it provides support to the other organs, and it serves as attachment for other bones, as well as it provides the movement for the body, entire body, how we can move because of the vertebral column, and we can stand and walk because of the vertebral column. These are the very important functions of the vertebral column. Then the next part is the sternum and rib cage. Okay, so rib cage, you know that it is found in the thoracic region. Rib cage occupies the chest region. It is a cone shaped structure made up of 12 pairs of ribs. Ribs are attached to the vertebrae at the back, which curve around to form a cage. 10 pairs of ribs are attached to the breastbone at the front, that is called sternum. Okay, the front bone is called sternum. Okay, so the 12 pairs of ribs we have. Out of the 12 pairs, okay, the 10 pairs are attached to the front bone as well as backbone. Okay, so the front bone is called sternum, and backbone we studied, that's called vertebral column. Vertebral column. 2 pairs of lower ribs are free at front. Okay, it is that you can see here, the 2 bones are not attached in the front, they are attached only at the back. Okay, they are called free floating ribs. Okay, so rib cage is set up in such a way that it can contract and expand during the process of breathing. Rib cage protects the underlying lungs, heart, and some part of the liver. You know that the rib cage is protecting the very important internal organs, that is heart, lungs, and some areas of the liver. Got it? So the next, so now after we are discussing 2 divisions, that is axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Now we have completed the axial skeleton, that is skull, vertebral column, ribs, and sternum. Now the second division is the appendicular skeleton. Okay, what is appendicular skeleton? The appendicular skeleton contains the bones in the appendages. Appendages means that is limbs, legs and hands. Appendages of the body, as well as the structures that connect the appendages to the axial skeleton. Specifically, the appendicular skeleton comprises the shoulder bone. Okay, that is actually pectoral girdle. Okay, upper limbs or arms, pelvic girdle, and lower limbs or legs. These all bones together called what? Appendicular skeleton. Now let us see one by one. Okay, what is pectoral girdle, what is pelvic girdle, and about the arms. Now here you are seeing the pectoral bones or shoulder bones. Shoulder bone is formed by collarbone at the front and the shoulder blade at the back. Okay, here you can see that yellow color shaded part. Okay, the front part is called, the long part is called collarbone, and the triangular shaped structure is called shoulder blade. Okay, the collarbone is supported by breastbone at one end and the shoulder blade at the other end. The shoulder bone encloses a socket like cavity into which fixes the ball of the upper arm. Upper arm means hand. This forms a ball and socket joint. This girdle is also called as pectoral girdle. Okay, this girdle is called what? Pectoral girdle. Okay, the next one is a pelvic bone or pelvic girdle. Pelvic bone is also called as pelvic girdle. It is made up of strong bones to balance entire weight of the body. Pelvic girdle is formed by 5 fused vertebrae at the back and form a cavity in the center while reaching the front part. Okay, the thigh bone are attached to either side of the girdle with a ball and socket joint. Here you can see all the fused bone, and there is a place for attachment of the thigh. Okay, so that is called what? Pelvic bone. Now let us see about the arm bone. Okay, arm bone is the upper limb. Arm means upper limb, made up of humerus, radius, ulna, carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. Okay, so there are, the hand is made up of, first the long single bone is called humerus, and then the two bones are called radius and ulna. Okay, wrist bones are called metacarpals and the bones in the fingers are called phalanges. Okay, all these bones are joined by hinge joint. Okay, now let us see the leg bone. Okay, leg bone is the lower limb, that is legs is called what? Lower limb, made up of femur, tibia, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals and phalanges. Okay, the long thigh bone is called femur, and lower leg, okay, the two bones are called fibula and tibia, and then ankle bones are called tarsals. Okay, then the foot is having metatarsals and the toes are having phalanges. Okay, so these are the various bones found in the leg or lower limb. Okay, next class we will see about the muscles. I hope you have understood well. In this session we discussed parts of the skeleton. The two parts are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton consists of skull, vertebral column, ribs and sternum. Sternum is the front bone, and then the appendicular skeleton consists of pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle, arm bone and leg bones. Okay, thank you.